The whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
We ask that you take judicial notice of our petition with the Exhibit A, which is the prior order that was signed on or about August 19, 2019, where only medical support was set of $84 a month and no child support was set because the obligor had the child more time than the standard possession order.
I take judicial notice of your attachments and your pleading.
And thank you, Your Honor. And Your Honor, that we at this time asked the state offers State's Exhibit 1, which is the facility that Ms. Yandel is being held at. Thank you, Judge. And Your Honor, I'd like to read basically the agreement into the record at this time, and then I'll call my only witness, which is Mr. Parsons.
Okay.
It is agreed that a medical support judgment be taken in an amount of $4,771.23 as of yesterday, March 30, 2025. It is agreed that a possession credit of $4,218.93 be given. Then a medical support judgment after the possession credit is $552.30. It is agreed that the health and dental for the child will be covered through another source at $6 a month. It is agreed that the child support stay the same as in the prior order, $0. And it is agreed that there'll be a mutual non-disclosure where either party's address not be disclosed in this order. And Your Honor, I call Mr. Parsons.
And what did the prior order have for non-disclosure? Because I don't think you ever attached those to your exhibits.
Your Honor, it didn't contain a non-disclosure.
Okay, for anybody.
For anybody.
Okay, you may call your witness.
Thank you. Mr. Parsons, can you state your name for the record?
Stephen Charles Parsons.
Now, Mr. Parsons, did you hear and understand what I just read into the record?
Yes, sir.
And are you in agreement to those provisions?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Mr. Parsons, who is your child?
Nathaniel Charles Parsons.
And how old is Nathaniel?
17.
Okay. And he lives with you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, how long has he been living with you?
Since December of 2019.
Okay.
His mom dropped him off and never came back.
Okay. And where do you live right now?
DeLand, Florida.
Okay. Now, Mr. Parsons, given the charges filed against Mr. Yandel, Miss Yandel, are you asking that there'll be mutual non-disclosure on both sides, that neither your information or her information be placed in this order?
Yes, sir. I don't know where.
Explain that better, Mr. DeHamajan. I don't know what that means exactly based on the charges.
Now, Mr. Parsons, you've had a chance to look at what Miss Yandel is being charged with, right?
Yes, sir.
And she's being charged with credit card abuse. She's being charged with drug use and probation violations, correct?
Yes, sir.
And given these charges, you're in agreement that your address shall not be in the order, and you don't want to know her address either. You want a mutual non-disclosure, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you believe this is the best interest for the
Explain
child?
why there's concerns for each of them. I'm not seeing it. Like, we see people all the time with charges, and they don't always, it's not de facto a charge equals a non-disclosure. So I guess I'm not seeing the connection.
Okay. Mr. Parsons,
I
there
don't
has
know.
been, Mr.
Well,
Parsons,
mhm.
there's been no incident, any type of incident in the last 2 years, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen her since 2019 when she dropped him off. But before that, she wasn't on drugs, so I don't know what kind of person she is now. She looks totally different. She looked like she's 20 years older now. So being on methamphetamines, I don't know where her head's at. So that's the only reason. Like, she get out of jail. Every time she gets out of jail, she goes right back to the same stuff. So I don't know. People do crazy stuff on drugs. That's would be my concern.
Okay. And that's why you're asking, there'll be a mutual non-disclosure.
Yes, sir.
Has he moved since the last order? Or since she dropped off the child at his house?
Yes, ma'am. I was in Texas and now I live in Florida.
So does she know where you are right now?
I don't think so. She knows I'm in Florida, but she's never been down here.
Okay, and Mr. Damation, can you explain the mutual part? How does this affect her? Like, why does her information need to be protected?
Mr. Parsons, do you know if she's requested a non-disclosure in the past?
Not that I know of. She barely showed up to court. The last time we had a court hearing, it took her 3 years to show up to the court date. You can see in the records, it was always rescheduled. So
Judge, the state's position is that you order a mutual non-disclosure on both sides.
I guess, is hers for a third party? Is it for him? I'm not understanding why she would need one in jail.
It's for her.
Who is she concerned is gonna hurt her?
I don't have that, I don't have those facts, Your Honor.
Okay, you may proceed.
Your Honor, pass the witness. That's all I have.
Okay, Mr. Parsons, is there anything additional you'd like to say?
no, ma'am.
I'm going to grant the default judgment against Ms. Yandel. I am going to confirm the medical support arrears after the possession credits agreed to, and order a medical support judgment against you, sir, in the amount of $552.30 as of March 30th, 2025. I'm going to find there's been a material and substantial change in circumstance since your prior order in 2019. The main one being that you now have possession of the children and so that she is now in jail. Both of those are big changes. So I am going to find that you currently have insurance. I guess, sir, did you testify about that? Do you have insurance through another source?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it through like the marketplace?
I'm not sure. My wife got it. It's Obamacare.
Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, so I am going to find that you have insurance through another source, and find that it costs $6 a month. And I'm going to modify the prior order and order that you provide that insurance through another source in light of her incarceration and the fact you have children. Not order cash medical support is being set at $0 each month beginning April 1st of 2025. Child support is being set at $0 a month beginning April 1st, 2025, because you have the children and because she is incarcerated. I'm going to grant the non-disclosure finding for Mr. Parsons' information, denying it with regard to Ms. Yandel's personal information.
You're denying it as to Ms. Yandel, right, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you.
Am I
And
good to go?
I'm waiving, ma'am, we're in the
Yes,
middle.
ma'am.
I'm waiving court costs in light of the fact that all parties appear to be recipients of services of the AG's office.
I'm sorry.
And so, sir, the AG is going to draft the default order based on my ruling today, and they'll be sending it to you shortly through DocuSign to review and sign off on. So we're going to have you go back to the breakout room where you'll get a chance to do that. But thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have a good day.